in terms of export sales, and they are seeing continued decline.
Despite. Good morning, everybody. Who's going to be batting lead off today? It's a typical cast of characters usually. I'm waiting on somebody new to jump in there and sneak in there and beat Christy, Glenn, and whoever's usually first. And it's Christy. But she's right there waiting on it. Holly's in some kind of mood this morning. I would say that bodes well for me later, but she won't be in that same kind of mood later. It's just a fact. All right.
My moods, they come, they go.
Saturday through Sunday, Monday. Her moods come and go from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. to noon.
I'm what you call bipolar.
Yes, she is. For some reason, it is not in the system.
I get my game face on. Stop messing around. It's serious.
That's because they put it in as all caps. That's why.
I'm not messing around. Put Ashley Reed on the birthday list.
Well, somebody didn't bring the birthday list back in here. So I don't even have one. It is cold this morning, Kevin. It is.
He's as cold as ice. Can't even read this if it's too close anymore.
Here we go. Good Tuesday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you. Night Shift Warriors. Glad to have you along with us. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle. This cold weather has got me thinking about warmer times, and you can think about warmer times with me. Go ahead and book that spring break, summer break trip. I've got a deal for you. 15% off of a condo in Orange Beach. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. How about that? Go over to our Facebook page, facebook.com. Click on videos or reels. And actually, it's a pinned reel, so you should be able to find it pretty easy. It's got the link to that condo and the promo code information, Thunder15. And you save 15% on that condo in Orange Beach at the Shoalwater Resort. It's a real nice place. If you're not a Facebook person, I'll just give you the directions. Go to golf2beach.com. That's golf2beach.com. And when you're there, type in Shoalwater 802 and go ahead and pick your dates. And when you check out, use the promo code, the coupon code Thunder15, and you save 15% on that booking. We've got a lot to get to today. Tuesday means 2 reels and a fake later on in the show. I wrote those last night. Very excited to give that a try. We also have Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Tune, our typical list of games, and a full host of students back this morning listening in on their way into school. So it's going to get real competitive later on in the show. Quick temperature check. It is cold outside the Unity Medical Center studios here at Thunder Radio. 14 degrees out there right now, and it looks like that just looks cold if you look out the window here. High today, though, of 43, so we'll warm up pretty nicely, actually. Sunny skies and not a lot of wind to speak of. So 43 and sunny will feel pretty good back down to 19 degrees tonight. So go ahead and get ready for that. 39 on Wednesday, sunny skies, 22 Wednesday night, and then up around 48 on Thursday, sunny, 53 on Friday. And good news, Weather Service has pushed the rain back into Friday night, so we're going to get a 53-degree sunny day on Friday, but gusty winds. There's always something that goes with it. Rain comes in on Saturday, and then we get colder on Sunday. We've got a lot to do. Time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio morning show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Peterson Media Group. She is by far the best-looking one in this studio. She's the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She is the microphone licker, and she is the corn cob eater. One of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us.
I feel good today. It's going to be a good show.
You think so?
I'm in a good mood.
I thought Wednesdays were your better shows.
Well,
Maybe it's Tuesdays. I don't know.
it's today.
This is where it ends.
What, honey? Sorry, I got a lot going on over here.
Is that Bailey Zimmerman?
That's Bailey Zimmerman.
I like that. We saw that live, didn't we?
We saw that live, yeah.
I like that one. He put on a good show.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
I didn't even know who he was, but I left a fan.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of this stuff on my list now. Morning, Pam, JC, Brian. Good to see all you guys over there on the feed this morning.
Loved by you.
Not best stuff tomorrow, but the pre-recorded stuff tomorrow and some replay stuff tomorrow. So just FYI, we got basketball tonight in Shelbyville. For my sanity, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying not to date myself too bad during this show. So
I would date you.
Would you? Or would you get too tired?
No.
Would you be too tired to date me?
Oh, I got a headache.
Sing it, Holly. Comings and goings. What's happening in and around the Manchester, Coffee County community? There's not a ton happening, actually. It's like the event dead period, if you will. You know, like there's not a lot. There's some things happening, but it's like coming out of the holidays. I think people it is cold.
This ain't go out weather, if you ask me. This
Yeah,
is
this
stay
is not
at
even-
home weather.
Yeah, this is not even go out to go in weather. Like, you know, like where you go out to then go to an indoor event. Obviously, it's wintertime. But this is not even that. I don't even want to go outside to get in my car. Like, I am very much a run my car for 20 minutes before I leave person in the morning. I don't care what gas costs.
Oh, well.
It doesn't, you know.
Daddy Warbucks over
Yeah,
here
and there's-
just
no, I'm-
burning through it.
I'm cheap on a lot of things, but I don't think there is a price that gas, and we talked about this before. I don't think there's a price gas can get to that's going to make me not do that. I could be down to my last $5 in the account. I'm not going to be cold. I need to be. I sound so spoiled. I'm sorry, but that's just
No. I don't think so. And this is why I don't feel bad for spending money on things that give me comfort, is because I would rather be comfortable than look cool and trendy, I think. So I'm not buying jewelry, but I am going to buy me that space heater.
Yeah,
she's gonna
carry it around like a blankie.
I don't have designer handbags, but I do have a heated jacket.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
the
I
money
don't
went
feel
somewhere
bad
else.
for it at all.
Yeah. And we'll bump the thermostat up a degree or two.
Yeah.
If we can. You know, yesterday we got over to our Tullahoma offices, where the 3 other radio stations are located. They're all in one building, in the Coker building over there on Wilson Avenue. And we get over there, and the heat's not working there. You know, we went through heat not working issues here. You know, for a lot. You know, November and December, we had people out here 3 to 4 different times, and we finally, seems like, knock on wood, have our heat working here consistently.
Boom.
But over there,
it went out.
We get over. No, it didn't.
No, it was blowing cold air.
Over there. Yes,
Yeah.
over there. We get there yesterday morning, and the heat is blowing. Not only is it not working, it's blowing cold air out the vents. I'm like, just turn this off. This is not even. This is doing more damage than good. They thankfully got that fixed, but yesterday's morning meeting was quite interesting. I looked over and Holly, she was bundled up, but Tiffany, who doesn't get cold and goes running in the 35-degree weather, is over there just her teeth are chattering. I'm watching her try to keep those from chattering, but she
was sitting
cold.
still.
Yeah.
Like if you're running, you're gonna warm up.
I'm just saying she gives me a hard time about keeping it too hot.
You give her a
here,
hard time about everything.
and then I she's cold. But anyway, it was chilly. So, but I'll splurge the extra gallon of gas to warm my truck up. And Brian makes a good point over on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. He's watching on Facebook and commenting there, and you can too. Just search for Thunder Radio. He says it's good for your truck to let it warm up. So there, excuse. And it is. You don't want to just start it up cold in 14-degree weather and take off. It needs to warm up. But I started let it warm up all the time. Yesterday before I left work, I went downstairs and started it. Then went back upstairs and did some more work. Somebody could just drove off with that thing. I locked the doors.
Some thief is right now writing all this information
I locked the doors. I got there's a door code. I'm not going to tell them what that is. So but I can't stand getting in the truck and being cold. Sorry, I sound spoiled, but yeah, it's that time of year where it's just too cold to do anything. Not a lot of events happening. Chamber galas next week. Holly is being inducted. Not inducted, but that's not the right word.
Abducted? Is somebody going to take me away?
I said inducted.
I said abducted.
I thought you were making fun of something I said.
I was playing off something you said.
Holly is being installed as
like a car part.
Yes.
If you will.
As the Chamber of Commerce president. So if you guys are over there on the forum are tired of all these Mexican restaurants and hotels, Holly is the person to talk to about that. She's the chamber president now. So she makes all the decisions. She literally picks
I don't even make all the decisions in my own house.
She literally picks and chooses what businesses come and go. That's how it works. So
that's in fact not
they give her a
how
list
that works.
of businesses, and she's like, "Okay, I want this one here and this one there." And she's already told me she wants 4 new gas stations.
No, I look at that list and I say, you know what? We don't need something for these kids to do, and I mark that off.
Exactly. Entertainment center? I don't think so.
I've seen your kids. They need a whipping. Is what they need.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring that back.
Whippings?
Yeah, in school. So just beat them.
I've been thinking of what I'm going to say at the. I know you want to read that.
No, it's fine.
At the
at
gala.
your induction.
Yeah.
You get a little, not induction. That's not it. Installation. Yeah, because you got a little speech at the end.
It's not much.
Yeah, but
it's like a 60 seconds.
Well, that's what everybody wants it to be. I've been there when the incoming president speaks for 4 or 5 minutes, and nobody wants that.
I promise you that will not happen.
Because you're the last one to go. It's a 2-hour night. You're the last one. Nobody wants that.
I'm the only thing sitting between these people and their
and going
beds.
Home. Yeah. And so they're going to want Holly to be quick, and that's what she's going to promise you is quick action. Actually, you're standing between them and the photos they have to take before they leave, but then they get to go home. So you've been practicing what you're going to say.
I really enjoy this event. The chamber has been good for me. When we bought the radio stations, I was not involved in the community whatsoever. I worked night shift at the hospital.
Yeah.
So I saw the people I worked with, and then I went home, and that was what I did. And it's been stated here that I'm very much an introvert. So
no.
I have crowds, and look at me. I can't even tell you what I'm thinking. I'm just not a good person to conversate with.
That's what she's going to say.
I'm having a little trouble here, but the chamber has been good for me because now I get out there and I talk to some people for a few minutes and then back out of the door.
Brian said, just recite your morning show intro. That's pushing 60 seconds.
We can cut. We don't even have to give me an intro. I don't care.
Hello, everyone. I am the microphone licker, the corn cob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world goes round. Let me show you why.
I'm going to get up there and start reciting the names of exotic chickens.
Bantam. That's what we should just put together, like maybe a 2-minute clip of just Hollyisms from the morning show.
No, nobody wants
and
that.
just play that. That's it.
No, nobody wants that.
Bantam, Chook.
Katie Riddle knew what the name of that chicken was. I saw her that day, and she looked at the way she looked at me.
She was probably having some
I
regrets
felt dumb.
for asking
Yeah.
you to be the chamber president.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, and she's representing. Please stop saying that she's going to be the chamber president. Please
Please don't advertise that.
Don't do it.
I asked her, I said, well, how do you say it? And she said, Bantam. That's how you say it.
And
I said, Bantam.
And so did 100 other people. They're like, what were you trying to even say? I knew what she was trying to say, and I wasn't even looking at the sheet, and I'm not a farmer. I was like, it's Bantam.
Bantam.
As one word. There was no space.
I was sounding, it's obviously 2 syllables. I was sounding it out.
Phonetically.
Bantam.
We have things happening 24 days away from the border battle between Coffee County and Warren County. That will be February the 7th. And we really need more people to make pledges. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio. It's pinned right at the top of the page, the charity charge information there. Last year, we did about $15,000 to the Dream for We Foundation and about $15,000 to McMinnville Special Games. It was great. This year, we really would like to get that number up to about $30,000 to each, honestly. So if how it works is Coffee County plays Warren County on February 7th. It's a big rivalry in basketball. And it's like, all right, I'm going to pledge $1 a point to the foundation for every point Coffee County scores. And that's how it's that simple. And if you want a shirt, we'll give you a shirt that goes along with that. We really want to make that a big deal because here's where the money goes. You're like, well, where does that money go? I get it. You want to know. So it's all going to the Dream for We Foundation on our side, McMinnville Special Games on McMinnville side. But I'm going to talk more about the Dream for We Foundation. 501c3 makes huge contributions to athletes in our community, athletes in need, athletes who need equipment, athletes who need fees to cover certain things. Maybe their families falling on hard times. We cover those things. And in the last 4 years, the foundation has contributed $75,000 in scholarships to athletes leaving Coffee County, going to college or tech school. They're not going necessarily to play sports. They're just going on and furthering their education in college or tech school. And we've done $75,000 in scholarships, and that's where that money goes. It's a great foundation. And matter of fact, parents of seniors, if you're a senior in high school listening to my show this early in the morning, the window to apply for those scholarships is open now. So Student Resource Center at the high school can help, or your coach can help. Get yourself an application, get it filled out. The deadline is February the 10th to get those scholarship applications in. I think last year we did $35,000. So I don't know if we'll do more or less this year. It just depends on things like the charity in the border battle. We need those to go well, so we have the money to contribute.
I was thinking about it last night, and we just cannot thank the community enough for supporting that foundation. I wish I could.
It's quite overwhelming.
Thank everybody personally that's ever donated, because that's the reason it's possible.
Yeah, well, we'll just get random checks from people. I mean, some people are regular contributors, and they'll send us $100. Like, there's some people that send $20 a month, and that's great. They just a little bit helps. There's one gentleman who sends $1,000 a year, just sends a check, and that's awesome. I got a check the other day from somebody in Brentwood who had read about it, or Franklin, and read about it. She has family in the area, and she's like, "That's amazing what you guys do." And she just sent a check for $125. I mean, she didn't have to do that. So that's what makes it go. And so, every little bit helps. And if you want to be a part of that, you can learn more at thunder1320.com/dreamforweave, or just dreamforweave.org. You can call up here. We'll talk to you about it. We, want you to feel comfortable about where your donations are going. It's all, tax deductible, and all to a 501c3 that does not have any paid employees. Some of those big, huge charitable organizations nationally, they're going to have paid employees. And I get it. You got, you're nationwide, but we're just all a bunch of volunteers running this thing in honor of Dennis Weaver. So y'all contribute to that if you can, and or if you know somebody who needs help, there's a form at dreamforweave.org where you can submit and ask for assistance. So, and we'll try to accommodate all those that we can. Anything else on that? Also coming up, 31 days from Valentine's Day, 54 days from the return of daylight savings time, which that sounds not that bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping with basketball, with district games starting up. I love district basketball.
Yep. Speaking of that, high school district basketball starts tonight, 6 o'clock, Coffee County at Shelbyville, right here on Thunder Radio. And boys to follow. The middle school games tonight against Candy County postponed to Thursday. So there's just a few local things going on. All right, we got more morning show coming up. We will dig into several different things. We have games coming up in a little bit as well. You can listen to us AM 1320, 107.9 FM. If you're over toward Tullahoma, 106.7 FM. Worldwide, Manchester Go smartphone app, thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now, or the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams you can watch on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? I'm talking about Mcella treatments with Dr. Van Winkle in
Yeah, people.
You know what I did last night? Because I was working really late.
She did work late, buddy. I walked in and she had stuff drug out on the bed. You would have thought it was me there working.
I got trivia.
Oh, trivia.
Good ones.
Okay. Granddad's when we come back. We're going to do a little different.
Pause on trivia. I'll be back with you.
Sorry. Didn't mean to throw you off.
Today is Tuesday, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why y'all ain't very talkative this morning over here. What's happening?
They didn't want trivia.
They want trivia?
Yeah. What was the very first Disney princess movie? What was the first one?
Snow White.
It's very good, Josh. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah.
Well, I know there were 7 dwarfs.
Well, that's the name of the movie.
Wait, you said what was the Cinderella, or what was the princess? You didn't say the name of the movie. You said it was the very first
What
Disney
was the
princess.
movie.
That's not what you said.
Yes, I did.
What'd she say? She said what was the very first?
I was reading it.
Oh, well, that makes me feel confident. Well, Jessica says Snow White. You're wrong, Jessica. It's Snow White and 7 dwarfs.
I said you were right. Right. I said, yeah. Well, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's the name of the movie.
Mm.
Everybody froze up this morning. Leanne said Cinderella, and I feel like that's my all-time favorite Disney princess movie, Cinderella.
Cinderella.
It takes me back to when I was itty bitty. Like, it's very nostalgic. The voices when she's singing, it's such a pretty.
I just don't like any of the Disney things. So.
And the fat mouse, Gus. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember any of that.
We're watching Cinderella later.
No, we're not. I'm not.
Cinderella.
I'm trying to get some songs here.
What is the longest river in the world?
The longest what now?
River.
The Nile.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought this was going to be trivia, not.
Where does the Muffin Man live?
I don't know what that even is.
According to the nursery, do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Drury Lane.
Good, Jessica. She knew the Nile one too. She said my girl spent the last week or so watching the classic princess movies. Mm-hmm. They got the Drury Lane one too. They're a little. It takes them a minute to get there. What are we talking about in this next segment?
Teenagers.
They're idiots. But I love them.
Bryant with Remax First Realty. Call me today for all of your real estate needs. 931-409-5069.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Stopping me in my boots. Beat my chest up.
Welcome back, Holly. Very country theme today. I don't know why. Just in that mood, huh? I don't know why. It's got her dancing though.
I was just imagining you in that song. Watch. How did them lyrics go? My belt slide out of them old blue jeans.
No.
Is that how it goes?
I think my belt cut loose from those old blue jeans or something like that.
Turned loose.
I don't know. I don't think that's right. I had to go find it. I guarantee what you're saying is probably wrong. Let's
play that next.
That's a little slow.
No, I just want to hear that one part.
I don't know because you're going to get all in some kind of way, and then later won't be. So
watch this. Watch my belt turn loose from these old blue jeans. It's not right.
I don't think so.
We're not talking country music here. We're talking teens.
What about
last year? I had to do FAFSA for the boy one.
Oh yes,
and that is a nightmare for me.
Yeah, if you not had to do the FAFSA form, just go ahead and start drinking when it's time, because it's not pleasant, or at least it doesn't look pleasant. Holly does it, but she has to ask me a lot of questions sometimes. What's in there?
And it's stressful, I think, because I'm afraid I'm going to mess something up.
I don't think
I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I feel like a chimpanzee typing on the keyboard when I'm filling out the FAFSA.
Yeah.
And so I successfully did it last year. Well, this year I was dreading it, but the girl was like, hey, I completed my FAFSA today at school.
We should have known better.
I was like, you did? This is wonderful news.
I don't know what we were thinking. Based on the questions on the FAFSA at that time, how did we take her telling us that and think, yeah, that happened?
She has to fill out a part, and then she puts my email, and then I have to fill out this a parent part.
Yeah.
And I never got the email to prompt me to fill it out. And I'm like, hey, I said, she was home last night, and I was like, hey, go get your laptop and let's log you show me where you completed your FAFSA, because I never got a notification. This was months ago. She said she had completed it. And I was like, I should have gotten something by now. So we get in there, and she has not completed her FAFSA.
No.
But she has made a login for her FAFSA.
And that's it.
This girl created a login at school for FAFSA and thought that was it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm in.
Yeah. She created a username and password. And she's like, I completed my FAFSA.
She entered her address.
Well, that's good.
And that was it.
But how did we not know? Like, how did we not question that harder 2 months ago? What were we doing? How busy were we where we were not like, wait a minute.
We're pretty busy.
There's no way you actually completed the FAFSA form all by yourself without asking me, because she has to call me when she's making a deposit at the bank.
She calls it
cashing out her check. Was it? Could she call it? I need to cash in my check.
I need to cash in my checks, please. I would like paper money.
I was like, no. That's not what you call it. And she keeps doing it anyway. And so
like cashing in her tickets at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. She also went to get her oil changed and then called me and was like, they want to put something in the car. I don't know, antifreeze or something. Should I let them do that? I was like, yes. So I don't know why I didn't question that a little harder.
Anywho,
but then Holly was very disappointed last night when it was like, none of this is done. Yeah. And then she's over there counting her money, that she's made and just had cashed in or whatever, and just
her paper money
and doing her nails and doing whatever. And Holly's over there filling out the FAFSA. She's just living her best life. That's what it's like having teenagers.
I saw this tweet yesterday. It was like something like all those people when my kids were toddlers. I used to get so annoyed when they would say, you just wait till they turn into teenagers.
I know.
But it's true. Give me dirty diapers any day.
Really?
Yeah. I'll clean
So
all the dirty diapers.
Dirty diapers over teenagers.
Yes, 100%.
I wouldn't take that. I would take 8 to 12-year-old
Nope.
kids.
We're talking dirty diapers.
But if they were, those are the extremes, dirty diapers versus teenagers. I take teenagers because, once you get through the mental depression and hurdles of
having a
teenager, it's like, okay, whatever. My struggle when they first got to driving age and they're making decisions that I wouldn't make. My biggest struggle was, Jessica said, choose wisely. My biggest struggle was I felt like everything they did reflected on me. So I was getting irritated.
It is a reflection on you.
But that's not. It's not. Because it's like, I was getting mad because I'm like, you're making me look bad and you stop that.
I know.
And so I would get so mad. But I finally, and maybe it is, I don't know, but I've gotten to a point mentally where I've decided it's not a reflection on me because I can't control them. And so I'm just like, let's do your own thing. I've told you the right thing. I've told you the wrong thing. It's your decision now. Don't come crying when you mess it up.
But they come crying and then you have to try and help fix it.
Yeah, but I don't get all that worked up about it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I try not to, but
I'm like, well, we can fix it or we can't fix it. I've told them things that are permanently messed up. If you do this, I can't fix it.
Listen to us sounding like a couple of old.
And I know. And I've told them things that are fixable. And that's all I can do. That I can't make them listen. So I've disconnected.
They know everything.
I've pulled the plugs from my brain.
We know nothing.
But a toddler, that just sounds like a lot of work. I could disconnect.
But they let you. Sometimes they'll let you snuggle them
all
when
the
they
time.
go night-night.
They will. But I also like my space when I go night-night. And I need a little room.
You don't have to sleep in the bed with them. I never slept in the bed with the kids because I was always afraid that I would suffocate one of them, like roll over on them. So
we may suffocate one of them. But it wouldn't be accidentally,
So I got some teen tweets here.
Do it. Knock them out. Let's go.
Here's a little song I wrote about my teenager's room. It's called There's a Sandwich in the Bed.
And chorus, there's water bottles on the floor.
Why?
And cracker wrappers in the drawers. I don't know why there's stuff everywhere. And for the boy one, I'll give the girl one some credit. For the most part, she keeps her room clean.
She's tidy. She's organized and tidy. But
she
the
wasn't,
boy
but
one
she's gotten better.
Is it's water bottle city in there.
I know. It's like a water bottle graveyard.
Just throw it in the garbage.
Like, you watch the war movies and after the battle scenes, there's just the bodies everywhere on the beach. And that's his room with water bottles. They're just casualties all over the floor. Half filled, 3/4 filled, empty. Leslie said, why are there so many water bottles everywhere?
Just throw them away.
Throw them away. We have a garbage can.
There's a garbage can in his room. It's not meant.
We had to kind of take the garbage can away. I thought we tried because he was putting food in there and then leaving it. And so it was like,
it's a little like waste basket, like a smaller one.
This will accept water bottles.
Maybe he can put 2 or 3 water bottles in there, but then he needs to empty the trash.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, there's like 5 or 6 crammed in there, and then 17,
and then they just overflow
across the room
and hit the floor, and then they just roll everywhere. You got to step on water bottles to get to his bed.
Lord.
Teen tweets.
I
got time for a couple more.
All right.
Christy said, "OMG, so true." Yeah, I don't get it.
That's not a good one.
Good planning.
This one says, waking teens up for school is a lot of fun because who doesn't love hearing yelling and slamming doors at 6:30? We are not a slamming door house.
No.
I slam doors, but
they're not allowed to.
They're not allowed to slam doors. If one of my kids slammed one of my doors, I would take it off the hinge and beat them with it.
She talks such a good game, but she won't. She'll just go yell at them for a minute and then she'll walk off. She's not taking any doors off any hinges. And
nobody has ever slammed a door in that house. How would you know?
I'm around.
And you don't think I'm aggressive that way? But you want to cry about that time I hit you with the wrapping paper tube?
Well, she used to be a little more aggressive.
Whatever. You can't have it both ways, buddy.
A
You can't
full-
say I'm crazy and then say no. She's a
She's
kitten.
crazy when it comes to me. She's with the kids. She is not like that. But she gets upset. But and I'm here to tell you, a full wrapping paper tube is the same as a baseball bat.
It is not.
It's the same thing.
He gets on here and he's like, she's so weak. She got no muscle. She don't like to exercise.
Well, if you swing
And
a
he's
baseball
got
bat
all
with
my-
2 hands,
No, it wasn't a baseball bat. It was paper.
no,
it
it was a
was a-
baseball bat,
it was-
aluminum. And she swung it with 2 hands and hit me in the head with it.
He was getting on my nerves and I told him to go on and he wouldn't. I was wrapping presents and it was the empty tube of wrapping paper and I took it and I whacked him upside the head with it.
That's violent.
Well, I did. It was hard because it knocked his glasses off his face and the glasses cut his nose.
This the same person who took a foam sword, swung it at the dog and missed,
He pottied in the floor.
hit the coffee table and shattered the glass.
I didn't know
Oh,
that
it-
sword had a piece of metal in it. It
Yeah,
was foam.
It's always the other, I don't know, but she's a little aggressive. So you're right. Maybe she would take the door off the hinges, hit him with it. I don't know.
Thank you. That's all you had to say.
She's got some crazy in her, and
I
I don't-
appreciate the.
and I'm glad that I've got this all
acknowledgement.
documented here for court at some point in time. My attorney is going to be Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm.
No,
He's
I
gonna-
called dibs on
No, I just did, and he's going to like this. I got time for one more tweet, and we're
that. You
behind.
got time for another one?
Well, I don't, but these are good, so let's just do it. We're behind schedule, but that's all right.
Sitting at a baseball game is fun, but sitting behind three teenage girls and ruining their Snapchat stories is way more enjoyable. Have you ever done that? Seen
I have.
somebody and then like made
Yeah.
faces behind them, and you're just waiting for them to see
To
you in the
see-
picture.
yeah. Like
You're
they're in
like,
their
I can't
own.
wait till they go back and look.
They're in their own world. Like
They're
they
not
don't,
paying any attention.
They don't even know they're at a game.
It's crazy to see someone out in public and making a TikTok at a public place.
Uh-huh.
I try not to look, but I don't think I could ever make a TikTok when people are around.
No,
I'm
with you.
okay. That's all I got.
Tell everybody what does lunch at Granddad's today.
I didn't know we were doing this
I
here.
said next
I'm
segment.
just kidding. Chicken and dumplings, fried catfish, pulled pork, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, green peas, skillet corn. Go by and see them at Granddad's today. Get your lunch at 620 Woodbury Highway.
All right, quick obit break. Be back with stupid silly stat in a minute.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
Yeah, the water bottles. Everybody seems to agree with the water bottles. It's called "There's a Sandwich in the Bed." That's funny. I don't know why they're so messy like that. You were the same way, though, right?
I'm still the same way.
Yeah.
No, not. I mean, like if you look in a lady's purse, like a woman's purse, it's she's got a little checkbook and everything's organized. But if you look in my purse, there could be a crumpled up little Debbie cake in the bottom of it,
From years
a
ago.
marker without the top on.
Yeah. Why is all that in there?
I don't know. I feel like some of it's like I'm transporting it from one place to another in my bag. Forget it's in there.
I would like to be more organized.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I cleaned out my truck. That's a start, isn't it?
Yeah, I hit him so hard. He heard the color pink. He says,
I don't know why she's so violent.
I'm
I
not.
left the room. I'm like, she's too violent for me. I'm going to get out of here.
I'm not violent until a certain. See, I think I've got like this much where I can be around almost anybody and be fine and whatever. You're not going to bother me. Whatever. I'm in my own, stay in my own lane. But once I do cross over that threshold and you are making me mad, then I have a short little window before I blow up.
Anybody else don't have audio? Shannon says you don't have audio, but I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Mine says I've got audio going out. I have no way to monitor but it's showing me lines.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Glenn heard the woman's purse stuff, so just Shannon. Shannon, reset your Facebook. It's showing me line.
I got it.
It's all you, Shannon. I know you can't hear me saying that, but
Yeah, Glenn said a woman's purse is like a suitcase or a trash bag. Mine's a trash bag.
a little Kid Rock right here. I gotta get out of the country mode. Jessica can hear. Everybody can hear. Good. Everybody's got audio. Good, Brian.
Hattie's got it.
Just a little check. A little check. Might check 1, 2.
Oh, we're doing stat right here, ain't we?
It is the stat right here.
Let me find a good one for today.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
There's never been a more truer voice intro than that one out there. I feel confident in that bump. Wouldn't you say?
I wasn't listening. I was
gosh.
listening to
my
Kid Rock.
gosh.
I was listening to Kid.
How can you be so disconnected from the show you're doing?
I was listening to the other thing playing at the same time and thinking Kid Rock's performing at the inauguration. That's what I was thinking. So I wasn't listening to your bump guy. I'm sure it was perfect. I agree with everything you said.
Don't hit me with a wrapping paper tube or anything. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. This cold weather, it's cold. It's got me thinking about the beach, thinking about warmer times. I'm sure you are too. Orange Beach. We went there for Christmas. We loved it down there. It's the first time I've been to Gulf Shores, been to Fort Morgan, never been to Orange Beach, which is kind of like, I mean, it's basically connected to Gulf Shores. You're right there in driving distance of a lot of things, but I feel like it's a little less busy than Gulf Shores itself. A lot of really good restaurants. And I got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo you can stay at on the water with a couple of pools and a hot tub on location. And I can save you 15% on booking. So why don't you get on over there and do that now? You can go to facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio, click on videos or reels. I've got it pinned as a pinned reel. There's a video showing you the place. There's a link to the condo and your promo code, which is Thunder15. That's Thunder15. Or if you're not a Facebook person, you just don't want to be in Zuckerberg's world, you can go to gulf2beach.com. That's Gulf, the number 2, beach.com. And use the promo code or search for Shoalwater 802. That's the unit, Shoalwater 802. And use the promo code Thunder15. That's Thunder15. And get that booked up. All right, Holly, we're playing games here. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're going to play stupid, silly statistics.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Did you bring your statistics?
Stupid, silly stat revved up by our friends over at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. They can take care of all your automotive needs. Custom exhaust is something that not every place does. Not all automotive shops will do that. Well, they do that at Freedom Automotive. They can take care of your alignment, your tires, all that stuff as well. Monday through Saturday, they are open 6 days a week for your convenience right in front of College Street Elementary School. That's 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, Freedom Automotive. They got a Facebook page too. You can give them a follow. Holly?
Oh.
Yes. Again, how much attention are you paying to the show?
Where did I go? A recent poll finds that most couples argue about this while traveling. What are they arguing about? A recent poll finds that most couples argue about this while traveling.
728-1320 to take your guess this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. First person with the right answer is going to win some prizes. I have some. I don't know what I did with them. Morning show. Directions. What a great guess, but not the right answer today. I'm sure they do argue about the directions, but that's not what we're looking for. Morning show.
When we're going to stop.
When we're going to stop for...
To start pee-pee.
There it is. When we're going to stop for a bathroom break. That's the right answer. Who are we talking to?
Oh, I can't believe it. Josh, will you give me a shirt? I hadn't won. I tried, and I hadn't won in a long time.
You can have a shirt, Sue.
Oh, and I've got to come by and see y'all because I'm going to give you $25 and I want one of those shirts, but I'll get by your house or something.
Well, no, just come by the station, Sue.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, come by. No need to bring any money. You just come by the station.
Let's play again.
And don't come by my house. All right.
If you're average, you'll do this 20 times today at your house. I read that so.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the phone call. If you're average, you'll do this 20 times a day at your house. What is it?
Send me the stat.
You don't tell me what to do. I'll send it when I'm good and ready. Send it.
There it is.
If you're average, you'll do this about 20 times today at your house. What is it?
All right. 728-1320. Black Rifle coffee for the winner here. I still got some Black Rifle coffee in there, don't I? Morning show.
Use the bathroom.
Great guess, but not right. That's a lot. 20 times a lot. You may need to get something
Y'all
checked.
gonna need some tucks after that.
Morning show.
Hey there.
Hey.
How about look in the mirror?
Oh, good guess.
I thought he said lick the mirror, not look in the mirror. So I was like, what? Not it, though. Morning show.
Wash your hands.
Good guess, but no, not right. Because I feel like people are not washing their hands as much as they should. They maybe should be washing their hands. But they're not. Jessica said she didn't have any audio on the Facebook feed, but mine's working. So I don't know. 728-1320.
If you're average, you'll do this about 20 times today at your house. What is it?
Morning show.
Open the refrigerator.
Open the refrigerator is the right answer. Well done. Who are we talking to?
Jeremy.
I thought it was Jeremy. But you didn't have the same sound that you had yesterday when you called in. When you had a very distinct.
I took it off a CarPlay today.
That's what it was. Yesterday, saying you had the top off your Jeep. Come on by. We got some coffee for you up here.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. Yes, that was the correct answer.
Couple of quick games there.
Yeah, that's fine. We were a little behind from the segment before,
all right.
So that's all right.
So we got more games coming up. We're going to play Name That Tune. And then Josh has got 2 reels and a fake today. So still more games. Don't be sad if you didn't win.
Holly is upset. She was wanting to play a third time. We're not playing a third time.
No.
We're not doing it. Anything else we need to talk about here? If not, we'll come back and play Name That Tune.
No, yeah, I guess we're good.
All right. I feel like we're back into the rhythm after the holiday break because we messed up the games like 3 days in a row coming back. I feel like we've gotten a little bit of a stretch here.
Work the kinks out a little.
Yeah. Now this Name That Tune is kind of where she gets snagged up a little bit. So
not today, buddy.
For about 3 days in a row.
Snag y'all up with this song I got picked out.
For 3 days in a row, she messed that up, and it was like watching a kid cast their pole into a tree, and then getting it untangled, then watching them throw that thing right back up in the same tree. And then you got to give it. I'll get it down, and then you give them pole back, and they right back up in there.
Don't take them fishing.
That's what it was like watching Holly try to play the games for a few days. Hey, I do have an extra minute. We talked about this at the opening of the show, but let's talk about it again here. Couple of different things. The Dream for We Foundation, which is the 501c3 that Holly and I are a big part of, and it's in honor of the late Dennis Weaver, our former sports director. Made about $75,000 in scholarship contributions the past 4 years, and another 10 or so thousand or 12,000 in the financial assistance to students in need, kids who couldn't afford ball equipment or couldn't afford cleats or couldn't afford contacts or whatever, who play sports. So they've done a lot of good work. Whether the window is now open to apply for scholarships for high school seniors who listen, got to play sports for Coffee County High School. They could be homeschoolers. Well, that's fine too. But senior athletes for Coffee County High School, they can apply. There are go to the Student Resource Center if you're a homeschool student. Talk to your coach about getting an application, and you got till February 10th to do that. I think last year we did about $35,000 in scholarships. Not everyone who applies is guaranteed to receive funding, but you certainly can't get any if you don't apply. So please do that. Or if you're a parent or grandparent of a kid who plays sports and they're a senior, tell them to get those applications in. And hey, Josh, how do you fund those? Well, the fundraising events like the border battle that we've got going on with Warren County. That is when Coffee County plays Warren County in basketball, February the 7th. And that's in Manchester. It's a big rivalry. And we have a border battle with Warren County happening. And it's like, all right, who can get the most money for their charity? Warren County's working for the McMinnville Special Games, and Coffee County's working for the Dream for We Foundation. So you go on Facebook and search for Thunder Radio. There's a post at the top of the page, and you say, hey, I want to do $1 per point for Coffee County. And so that game, that night, February 7th, you'll give $1 per point that they score. It's really that simple. And last year we did about $30,000 total for that event for both charities. And this year we would really like to double that. And so you want to be a part of that, go to facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio, and click the charity charge at the top of the page and just comment. Say, hey, I want to do $1 per point, and we'll have somebody will reach out to you. And they'll get you the information that you need, and they'll get your shirt size and things like that. So please go be a part of that, and that's what helps to fund these scholarships and things like that through the foundation, a 501c3 right here in Manchester. Quick news break here. Name that tune when we come back.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder.
If you're not participating in my charity charge, you're dead to me. Just get off the feed.
I need to get in contact with the Chris over there to see what their number is, so I can make a chart to be like, hey,
yeah, we got to stir it up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last year, we'll end up with good numbers by the end of it. Last
City Council members, community and business leaders to a working lunch on Monday, January the 27th at the Coffee County Board of Education. The letter states that Dr. Tammy Grissom, Executive Director of Tennessee School Boards Association, will be leading the group in discussion to determine the leaders' views about issues and challenges facing the school system and the director. In a news story that Thunder Radio brought you in December of 2024, at the December 9th Coffee County School Board meeting, the board voted unanimously to contract with the Tennessee School Boards Association for a director of schools search. The cost for the plan chosen by the board will cost $16,500. The Coffee County School Board is searching for a new director of schools after voting unanimously to buy out Dr. Charles Lawson's contract with monthly payments. The board chose to terminate Dr. Lawson without cause on October the 14th. The board immediately voted to hire Dr. Prater Powell as interim director of Coffee County Schools. The board has yet to secure funding approval for the interim director's contract from the Coffee County Commission. In order for the Coffee County Schools to be able to pay for an interim director of schools, they will need to request a budget amendment from Coffee County government. Thunder Radio has conducted an unofficial poll among some Coffee County commissioners who have expressed displeasure with the actions of the Coffee County School Board. Some are indicating that they would not pass a budget amendment for Coffee County Schools to pay two directors at one time. Coffee County Mayor Dennis Hunt had this to say.
I've heard rumblings. I think mostly the rumblings are coming on social media from Coffee County taxpayers that have lots of questions, and they've been provided very few answers. I think that's being mirrored by the individuals that have been elected by the Coffee County taxpayers to spend their money. And that...
Now I fixed it, sorry. Maybe it's not the commercial you're hearing, Pam, it's the news. And she goes and goes and goes. I forgot to switch it off her.
Sorry,
y'all.
That's our fault. Here's the trivia question. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln? Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln?
Maybe y'all just gonna listen to the radio one day. Maybe I'll just leave it over there and y'all can stop you complaining. It won't hurt you to hear the news.
Button pusher Josh hit the wrong button. That's right.
What do y'all think pays the bills around here? Is it the commercials? Or is it us just yapping during the
Christina
break
got
doing
it.
trivia? Good, Christina. Good. Look at her go. You don't win anything.
I'm going back to double check because
No, it's the first one that I saw with the right answer. Wait, what was it? Lee Harvey Oswald or John Wilkes Booth?
John Wilkes Booth.
There's one or the other.
Christina got it. Pam got it.
Good, good. You don't win anything but bragging rights, but you can go around and tell everybody that you knew it.
What is the scientific name for the Northern Lights?
Leanne with a different variation of John Wilkes Booth. She's going with John Willis Booth. What was the second question?
What is the scientific name
For the Northern Lights?
for the Northern
We should know that
Lights?
because they talked about it a lot when we could see them down here last year, but I forgot.
I know what it is. Because I'm looking at the answer.
Like you would have known otherwise.
I would have.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, I would have.
Holly, you would not.
I swear on everything. I know that answer.
Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
Good. That was my answer. Also Brian's. Christina got it first,
Listen to this one. Where does rain come from?
Clouds.
Yeah.
All right.
You got that one followed up by this one. How many countries are in Africa? Like, that's not on the same level.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little different.
How many colors are in the rainbow?
7.
You not letting nobody else play? Roy G. Biv, y'all remember that?
No.
7 is correct. What kind of an animal is an albatross? What kind of animal is an albatross?
Party going on when I got
Dang it, Holly. That's a classic right there. You know? You can't not sing that when it comes on. Go, Holly. Gotta meet you on Facebook.
sweet red wine.
Don't
Good, Holly.
do the watermelon crawl.
Good, Holly. Good. All right. Oh, we've got other things to do this morning. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Hey, I don't know what you guys did when the snow fell, but if you need a parking lot cleared, you need it salted, things like that, Dirtworks. That's who you want to call. I know what you're thinking. No, I need my snow cleared. Well, there's Snowworks too. So they'll take care of you at 931-409-0782. Probably a good idea to go ahead and talk to those folks, meet their acquaintance a little bit, because you're going to need them for something like that, or maybe just to do some work around your house. If you get some dry time, if we get some dry weather, let's go ahead and do some excavation work, get that ready for the spring and summer, the rainy times, and have your yard nice and ready. So give them a call. They do all the excavation work. They do driveway cut-ins. They do land clearing. They do sod installation. Give them a call. That's Dirtworks, 931-409-0782, 931-409-0782. All right, Holly, games here. I think we're playing Name That Tune.
Yeah, Josh has got a little snippet of a song. He's going to play a 1, 2, and then a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out the name of that song, give us a call, 728-1320. We need the exact right name and the artist. Tell them what they're going to win, Joshua.
I can hook them up with a shirt.
Shirts are awesome.
Thunder Radio shirt today. All right. Whoops.
I'm ready.
Well, I typed in the wrong thing. So I've got
So you messed up.
What pulled up was Nick Saban. I had this here.
I mean, come on. Let's talk about the game.
So I looked at it and I was like, what's Holly done here? But that's my fault. I typed in the wrong thing. All right, this is what we're looking for.
Are my headphones down or is that just low?
I mean, that's the volume of it. It's not low.
Maybe my headphones were pushed too far back, wasn't on my ears.
Yeah, that's 728-1320. I want the song and the artist. I got Swap and Shop on the screen. This is not Swap and Shop, certainly. Be careful when saying that. I pushed all the wrong buttons today. What is that about?
Why do you have swap up there?
Because at one time we had Swap and Shop on the cameras.
Okay.
I had put that up there as the description.
All right, play that clip again. Maybe to go on to the 2.
I don't even know this. I wouldn't know this if I didn't have it up here.
Like you don't know the song at all?
I don't think I know this. At least I don't know this part. It's not ringing a bell for me. And apparently it's not ringing a bell for anybody else because I don't have one single guess over on the cameras. The phone is lighting up though. They hung up. They don't feel good about it either. And don't be surprised if you call in with the right answer, then Holly tells you you're wrong because she does that. Morning show.
Bon Jovi.
What's the name of the song?
I'll be there for you.
Yes, that is the name of the song. Who are we talking to?
John.
John.
Good job, John.
Good job, John. Come on by and we'll get you a Thunder Radio shirt, okay?
All right, appreciate it.
I didn't think anyone was going to get that, especially on the T.
Yeah, well, I know the chorus of the song.
So you've heard that.
I've heard the song, yeah. I just don't know it deep. Leanne was guessing George Michael over here.
It was a good guess.
Yeah. But John got it right. I did not, wasn't sure. It didn't even sound like Bon Jovi from the clip
that was Big Hair Bon Jovi. That wasn't like, that wasn't It's My Life Bon Jovi. That was tight pants and big hair Bon Jovi. JB Jovi.
Early Bon Jovi.
Yeah. And
have you seen him in concert before?
Yes.
Have you? I've not seen him.
Or I can't remember. I saw
You saw Journey.
I saw Journey.
Different group.
I honestly cannot remember. That's awful. But we've seen a lot of shows.
I mean, we would not have seen this together. You would have went with your boyfriend or something.
No, then I haven't. Hey, don't take me out.
Okay. He's introverted like you.
I don't want to date her, but she may not want me to say who said it, but it was she said this song was 5th grade, first boy girl party.
Nice.
This song was played.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to take some.
Do you remember your first boy girl party, like a dance?
6th grade. 6th grade, we had a social after school. They didn't call it a dance; they called it a social.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I was riding for school too. Like it was at 3:15. You know, this was not come back at nighttime. This was 3:15, I think, till like 3:35. Like it was. They played 2 songs. No, it was longer than that. It was 2 hours, I think, 3 to 5 or something. And I didn't, they did a slow dance and the people were dancing. And I was like, how do you do that? How do you get one of those girls to dance with you? I was very curious.
So,
and never could figure it out for the next several years.
When Westwood was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
I'm like, what? You just ask?
You just ask them?
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm not doing that. Junior high. So when Westwood was junior high.
I was in 7th grade and I went to my first. It was a Valentine's social. And
not a dance, but a social.
I can't. And it was, you went to one classroom and everybody took their shoes off in the classroom because they didn't want your shoes on the gym floor. So all of the pictures that I have of me from those dances, I'm barefoot with like the bottoms of my socks are dirty.
Nice. I feel like we had to do the same thing. I don't know.
But I'm in 8th grade over at the middle school was the first time I actually like danced with a boy. And a teacher had to come over and say, y'all have to back up. Y'all have to, there has to be room between you.
Holly, what are you doing?
I thought that's how you danced. I don't know.
Golly.
I was in 8th grade.
That
Not
poor-
like 8th grade now. I was probably still playing with Barbies in 8th grade. I don't know.
Apparently not. Had to pull you off that guy.
It was like a hug dance or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you were doing it wrong.
Well, you weren't doing it at all.
Sounds about right.
My mom said when she was young, they called them sock hops.
Sock hops. Oh, yeah, that'll date you or age you real quick. The middle school dance was everybody that I saw at middle school dance. It was the full extended arms
no
as far
bend.
away as you could get from the other
That's
person.
how it's supposed to be.
But not for Holly. Nope, not her.
Robbie said his first co-ed party included 2 rounds of spin the bottle. Both of those girls are in prison now.
Nice. Yeah, that may not be the best game to play at that age. I don't know. Yeah, I was very, 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 and I mean very, reserved and shy when it came to the opposite sex at that age.
So
I thought that girl's pretty, but I had no clue what to do. I was like, I don't know what. Just just look at her.
When Josh and I were in school, he's a year younger than me in school. He was a junior and I was a senior, and he sat behind me in math class, and I flirted with him. I was like dropping hints and leaving my number in his yearbook, things like that. Nothing. Crickets. He was single at the time. I was single at the time, and I was like, hey, I'm interested. Nothing.
I was like, I remember that girl. They had to pull her off that boy at the 8th grade dance. And I was like, I got standards here. I may be single, but I got standards.
Oh.
No, that was not the case. Just did not know what to do. No clue. I mean, I figured it out. But I did not know what to do. I was like, the guys that were getting girls, to be fair, they for the most part, I don't want to be too broad here, but I remember 3 or 4 guys who were like the ladies' men in middle school. Like they were picking up girls and they were dancing and they were kissing in the parking lot. And I was like, and they're all losers now. I mean, a couple of them are in jail. One of them's been in jail and is
Isn't
out.
that funny how that works out?
And I'm just like, and I don't mean like, they got arrested for a DUI once. I mean like, they murdered somebody.
Oh gosh.
They ended up in tough, and I'm just like, oh. I don't know if one thing led to another. I don't know.
You're just a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I was too.
Kevin said, sound like you needed to draw him a picture in that yearbook.
I pretty much did with words. I drew a picture with words telling him exactly
this has come up before in the show when
I was interested.
She refuses to tell people what's actually in that yearbook.
It was something that you might find in a bathroom stall at a gas station.
And that's how bad it is because we'll share about anything on the show for the most part within reason. And we've shared some pretty, some, I won't say graphic stories, but some stories that probably were pushing the limits of what's appropriate on a morning drive. But she won't even share this one. She won't even share this one on the Facebook feed when we're in a commercial break. So that gives you an idea of what she put in that yearbook. And I was like, That's where I was. All right, we got 2 Reels and a Fake coming up in a minute. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company in Manchester. So Wednesday morning, they'll be open up for breakfast starting at 8 a.m. Scrambled egg power bowl is kind of my go-to. I went back to that. It was breakfast burrito. Now I've switched back to the power bowl. You really can't miss. Lunchtime, hot dogs pretty good. Recommend that. They got some good pizza too down at Common John Brewing Company. Sam Grove performing this weekend. Learn more at commonjohnbc.com. Wednesday night they'll have Singo, Thursday night karaoke, and like I said, Sam Grove this weekend. commonjohnbc.com. And on Facebook and Insta, search for Common John BC. If you're, I talk a lot about the non-beer things because it's not a bar. It's pretty much like a restaurant, a cool place to hang out. But if you are a beer drinker, try the Slow Down Easy. That's all. I'm just going to give you that. Try the Slow Down Easy. It's pretty good. You can't really go wrong with that. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But I enjoy that one. It's a go-to for me. So give that one a try. We got 2 Reels and a Fake coming up next.
This is Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm here in Manchester. defending your rights and ready to fight. Call me anytime, 931-450.
Southwest Virginia mating call. Shake a bottle of pills. Pretty sure it's the same in Ohio, isn't it? It's heroin. Oh, we got to change that out. Holly's supposed to be in here doing trivia and stuff, but she's not. I did remember to switch the audio this break, unlike last break. Okay, we did Common John. Good. Smooth show so far. I've not broke anything, so that's good. There she is. Tracy's got a picture of what was in that yearbook. Did you send him a picture of that?
I don't know. I thought maybe I sent it to Hattie. Maybe Hattie.
Did we find that somewhere?
In your yearbook.
Is it still around, that yearbook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know that was
I'm
around.
not throwing away a yearbook. Those things are
I just didn't
expensive.
throw it away. I just could have got lost, or I don't know where it's at. Does anybody ever look through those things? Like
I do.
I have no desire to look through any of that at all.
I'm going through my Google Photos and I'm going to type in what I wrote and see if Google Photos can find it. Or Trey could just send it to me because I can't remember. Feels wrong even. No. Even typing what I said. If one of my kids wrote what I wrote in your yearbook to somebody else, I would beat them with it.
That's the scary thing, because the girl one's just like you. She's just like you. For the most part, she's not
Why do you want to say hurtful things?
outgoing. She's not as outgoing with boys as you were. He said, not really. I would have 100% shared it by now. I think I raised like $250 that day. Holly folded on telling.
I had always called it a yearbook. Yeah, but when we moved to Tennessee, people called it annuals.
Yeah, yearbook's a better name.
And then I could never remember which flowers die and which flowers come back. And my friend was like, you have to buy an annual every year.
But that's funny, because you still can't remember that when you go to buy stuff.
Yes, I do.
Home Depot.
I say that in my head.
Oh. Good.
Honky tonk.
The joint starts jumping every night when the
Sing it, Holly.
sun goes down. They got whiskey.
Or don't.
Women.
Don't sing it.
I'm not a singer. I'm not a good singer. I can't even fake it.
If we ever add a third co-host, they need to be a singer. We need somebody who can.
Robbie.
Yeah. He's busy. Who's not busy for 2 hours Monday through Friday? That doesn't really want to make a lot of money, but wants to have so much fun, and also fill in a lot when we don't come. Like who wants to do that?
I can't imagine anybody would want to do that.
I have a way of painting a picture, don't I?
I don't want to do it.
It's shocking. I think it would shock you the amount of people who would want to do that, because Holly gets into this mode of, because she wouldn't want to do something, in her mind, nobody would want to do that thing. Like, because she's like, I wouldn't listen to this show So nobody listens to this show. I wouldn't buy advertising on this show, so nobody will buy
I
advertising.
don't think that.
She
I
does
definitely
like
think you
that.
should spend your money with us.
Yeah.
We will advertise the snot out of your business.
We'll over advertise you, but I'm just saying.
Robbie's free.
I'm just saying there's a lot that in her mind, she's like, I wouldn't listen to this station, so why would anybody else? And I'm like, that's not the case. And I think it's because she's introverted and she doesn't understand extroverts. Like, so she's like, I don't understand why anybody would want to do this.
Well,
I mean, I'm not wrong. And your thought process there. All right, you want to play games?
Yeah, I do. Let's play Name That.
Nope.
Nope.
We're going to play 2 reels and a fake.
Music is
Yep.
garbage.
There we go.
And if you don't hate it, you will in a moment.
Kinda like that you ain't afraid to get mud on your
It's
boots.
time for 2 reels and a fake.
Here we go. 2 reels and a fake. Here's how it works. I've got 2 real country music lyrics. They are real. They are on the radio. People are making money on them. And I've got 1 fake lyric that I wrote. And it's your job at home and Holly's job here in studio to spot my fake. Which one of these is not a real country song? Holly, are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Song number 1. Didn't know a diamond ring could cost so much. Took 6 months on a farm before I saved up. All my drinking buddies still out on the town, wondering why I ever settled down. Song number 1. Thoughts?
The first line about not knowing an engagement ring could cost so much. I mean, come on. You got to know they are,
Hey,
I don't know.
You stay off the feed during this.
Y'all send me some hints. I'm trying to
No.
cheat.
Stay off. No, close it. You don't get to cheat. Nobody's helped her yet, but I was just waiting on somebody to. Song number 2. Round here, fast is how the grass grows. Lost is what you find on a back road. Proof is in the whiskey. Red is in the dirt.
That's Luke Bryan.
And hard work stops at the fence row. We stand for the flag, and if you don't like it, we don't care. Song number 2.
No, I changed my mind. That's that one with the goatee. He's kind of thick.
It's kind of funny to watch Holly try
What
to
is
figure
this
out.
guy's name? I can't even tell you a song he sings. He's a newer artist.
The guy with the goatee, kind of thick. I don't know.
I don't know.
She really paints a picture, don't she? All right. And song number 3. Long legs standing next to me. Got me feeling a little lighter in my feet. Got my head somewhere up in a dream. Long legs, hair's red. Buddy, tell me what she said. Lord, please put her next to me.
I think
Song number 3.
number 1 is the fake because I don't think that you would write a song about a redhead.
Devil.
No, it's not that. It's just I know he's into blondes.
I'm not into blondes. I mean, it's the big leagues, but I play in the AA league. She choked on that coffee.
Good one.
Yeah. I'm a AA kind of guy.
I'm saying number 1 is fake.
Shannon said Luke Bryan looks like Butthead.
He does. I agree 100%.
All right, let's eliminate one of these.
My favorite Luke Bryan video is the one where he's in the deer stand and he shot something and he's like, did I get him? Did I get him?
Is he down?
Is he down?
Is he down? That's pretty funny. Is he down? Oh, yeah. That's something. Apparently he's a super nice fella though.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was it in Colombia? He's got a big, huge farm in Colombia, like thousands of acres, and he hunts there. But I guess he came upon a mom who had a flat tire, and he pulled over and got out and changed her tire for her. Like
Is that the one our friends met and they said he was really nice and laid back?
They got selfies with him. Like they met him
They said he was
backstage at a
real
concert.
cool and
Yeah, they said he was
just like a
drinking beer back there and having a good old time. Then they're like, he's not a very good singer, but he's a good entertainer.
yeah.
You know, he just gets up there and puts on his tight jeans and shakes it around.
That's fine.
And that's what people like. All right, so you think 1 is the fake. That's
Yeah.
what you went with. All right, well, let's eliminate song number 2 then. Let's get that out of the way. Song number 2. Round here, fast how the grass grows. Lost is what you find on a back road. Proofs in the whiskey, reds in the dirt. And hard work stops at the fence row. We stand for the flag, and if you don't like it, we don't care. That's Riley Green, different round here. I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I got a little Luke Combs in that too. I got to mute that over on the cameras, guys. Sorry, we'll come back.
Find on a back road.
Riley Green. There's that line. Riley Green, our friends also met him in Panama City at Dusty's.
They're lucky. I
Yeah.
don't ever meet anybody famous.
If you would, you wouldn't tell him hi. Like that time you met Ed Helms, just walked up to him and took a picture and walked off. Didn't even say hello.
I wasn't going to give him an opportunity to turn me down.
Right. Let's see. So that gets us down between song number 1 and number 3. Holly says 1
Everybody
is in
on
fact
Facebook Live says 3's fake.
fake. Here we go, Holly.
Did you get me with the redhead?
Holly.
Wow.
I wrote a song about a redhead, and I got you.
Got me.
Song number 3 is fake. It's called Next to Me, and I look forward to the release. Long legs standing next to me. Got me feeling a little lighter in my feet. Got my head somewhere up in a dream. Long legs, hair's red. Buddy, tell me what she said. Lord, please put her next to me.
If you said Luke Bryan wrote that song, I'd believed you.
I thought so too. And song number 1 is also Riley Green. I was in a Riley Green kind of mood. It's There Was This Girl, which came out quite a while back. I actually played this yesterday on the show. And I knew it'd be fine because I knew Holly wasn't paying any attention to it at all. Got to mute you over there on the cameras. It's basically your typical, there was a girl, so I did a bunch of stupid stuff because there was a girl. Pretty much is what it boils down to.
Don't drive fast. Drive safe.
He's got to impress her.
No,
He ended
that
up in
don't
a ditch.
impress me much.
There was this.
That sounds like a remake of Dirks Bentley song. There was this girl drinking her hand, shooting me a let's get in trouble grin. Well, that's what was I thinking? That's what that is. Just remade, isn't it?
What was I thinking's a good song?
It is a good song. Trey says, I like Riley Green, minus him being a Bama fan. Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Zach Top.
I'm a big Zach Top fan.
Not to be confused with Zach Bryan.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Zach Brown.
Yeah. A lot of the Zachs. I do like Zach Top. He's got that older country sound about him.
Did you play him for me the other day?
I
said he looked
and
like...
we played it on this. I think we played it here. He does. He looks like Brady Wright. We've determined he's a Brady Wright's doppelganger. If you know Brady Wright, he plays high school basketball. He's just kind of got that older country sound about him. I played you a cover of what was it? No.
That one country song that
If I Had 2 Dozen Roses, Shenandoah. Yeah, I played that. I think it was on the show actually. That's when we did that. Zach Top, he's got some. I like his stuff. You should look it up. It's kind of an older 80s, 90s country sound he's got. It's not bro country. He doesn't have any bro country in him.
I don't know who Zach Bryan is. I don't know who Young Dolph is. I don't know who Riley Green is.
Who's Young Dolph?
I don't know. The only Dolph I know is Dolph Lundgren on Rocky. You will lose.
If it dies, he dies. All right, we got birthdays coming up next. I have defeated Holly in 2 reels
Good
and a
job.
fake Feel good about that. Redhead just rhymed with what I was going with. And nobody says blonde head. So I needed to use the word head, so redhead.
Oh.
Yeah. But if I could have worked in blonde, I would have done that.
I know you would have.
No, that's what I would have done. All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show here till 8:30. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's get you a full weather report real quick. I've not done that since the opening of the show. My fault. 16 degrees right now outside the Unity Medical Center studio. Sunny skies. 16's cold, but good news is we're going to be up around 43 today. I know that doesn't sound warm, but 43 with really no wind. So that's going to feel pretty good and sunny. 19 overnight tonight. That's not going to feel nice. 39 on Wednesday, sunny skies again. 22 Wednesday night. And then much warmer on Thursday, up around 50 degrees. And then overnight low 27. Thursday may actually be the best day because when you look at it, I don't think it's supposed to be super windy, but it's going to be windy, 5 to 10 mile an hour, but not super windy. Then Friday, 53. And I know what you're thinking, Josh, that's warmer. We're looking at 25 mile an hour wind gust on Friday, but it will be out of the south. Saturday, some rain moves in, 54 for your high, and then much cooler on Sunday. Weather forecast brought to you by insert sponsor here. Hey, you can be part of the morning show. Give me a call. We'll put you on there. 728-1320. Birthdays are next.
The Red Raiders play here.
Stolen my barns! Stolen my barns! District champions again!
Young Duff got murdered at the cookie store in Memphis. Oh, okay. That's what you get for hanging out in Memphis.
That's sad. He was at a cookie store and somebody killed him.
Well, we don't want to live in Memphis. Lesson learned.
Walking in Memphis.
There was a shooting in Memphis. That's the name of the song, probably. There's a shooting in Memphis.
Just
remember to lock your doors.
Do you do that? Are you ever like stopped and there are
some questionable characters
and you want to hit the lock button?
But you don't want them to hear it.
But you don't want them to hear it click.
Yeah. So you slowly hit the lock button. Yes, that has happened before. I've done it where I didn't care if they even heard it. Like, nah, I don't even care.
They shot him a lot.
Grady Judd. Grady Judd is the best. There was one time we were going to be able to get him as a guest on the show. Somebody who watched the show a lot. This is back when we first kind of started and started doing cameras. Then we went away from doing the cameras for a while. Chris, I think was his name. He knew Grady Judd, went to school with him or something. And he said he could get him on our show, but just never really materialized. Which is a shame. Because I imagine that would be a fun interview. Yeah, but you're.
I'll fix it. Ready? Go.
There we go. Yeah, that's it. Thursday's gonna be nice. I need to replace the spotlights on the motion lights on the back of my house. They flash like strobes now. So I was gonna get the boy one to do it. Pay him because he's going to electrician school and he's needing some hours. So I was like, Thursday be a good day. It'll be nice and warm. Saturday I may work on some shelves out there. It's gonna be nice enough for me to be out in the building.
Says she's watching our big moves, like our dance moves.
No, I think she means our business moves.
Oh.
I think Sarah. Is that what Sarah means? Thanks, Sarah. Or you can clarify it. Switch. That's birthday time. We're watching your big move, Sarah. It's birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We always enjoy doing birthdays. At the end of the day, of course, we add up our birthdays all day long. We don't add them. We just collect them. And then at the end of the day, we draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from our friends at the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner of that pie was Penny Shelton. Sunday's winner was Tyler Cavender. And Saturday's winner was Callie Millaway. So all of your winners can come collect those at the Thunder Radio Studios. We got the certificates here, and you go redeem them at the Mercantile. At the end of the week, we draw for a cake at the Manchester Food Lion, and you can collect that here. Last week's winner of the cake was Lena England, and then at the end of the week, we also draw amongst our anniversary submissions for a Designer's Choice bouquet arrangement from the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester. So many prizes, but you got to submit those birthdays and anniversaries. Holly, drum roll, please. Thank you. You're such a good drummer. So talented. Better than any blonde drummer I've ever seen. Lindsay Stem, happy birthday to you. And Ashley Reed, happy birthday to you. Nice. Studio audience, calm down, everybody. Celebrities?
Yeah, Dave Grohl.
He's my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Has a birthday today.
Foo Fighters.
He turns 55.
Honestly, I thought he was older than that.
LL Cool J is older than that. He turns 56 today.
I thought he was older than that. It's a good feeling. Usually you're like, oh man, I didn't realize they were that old. But when you think somebody was older, I feel like that's a better feeling. Like, okay, we're slowing time down for a minute or something. I don't know.
Okay, see if you can guess the age of this next guy. Jason Bateman. How old do you think he's turning today? It's his birthday.
Golly. Love Jason Bateman as an actor, but I hate his politics. 62.
He is 55.
Younger than I thought.
Yeah.
Good. So everybody's kind of in their mid-50s today, apparently. It's just a thing. Great. Well, I do like Jason Bateman's acting.
Hey, he
Big
acted
Bateman
in that movie we watched recently at Christmas time, Carry On.
Carry On, yeah, which was pretty good.
He
Kind of
played a
like-
good bad guy in
He
it.
did. Really enjoyed Ozark. Thought he did a good job in that. I think he had a pretty big hand in writing and producing that whole series, which is pretty good.
But he's also good in comedies. Like he's
very
a
funny.
funny guy.
Yeah. I think he's tried to go more serious.
That's my top quality that I would look for in a partner, spouse.
That you would look for if you know.
If I was looking,
Yeah.
I found it one. So I'm not looking any longer. But if I was looking, I'd get it right this time.
I don't blame you.
The funnier, the better.
That's not the only quality I've got. I'm also a very good
screamer.
Yes, and a bookkeeper. And I can lock the doors really well. That's pretty good. I'm a safety guy.
I like safety.
I'm the safe choice.
Scared of everything. So a safety cautious person is a good fit for me.
Morning show is across the 8 o'clock hour now. It's a morning show overdrive financed by our friends at New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team, they have over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. So they know how to get you into the right place, like maybe the exact right loan product, or maybe when it's time to refinance, they can guide you through all of that. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer and you just aren't sure what to do. You don't know what forms you need, what it can be overwhelming. They'll walk you through the process. They'll help you get pre-qualified so you know exactly how much buying power you have. Your realtor will thank you for that. Go by and see Heather Phillips, 1300 MacArthur Street. That's New Haven Mortgage, or go online at newhavenmtg.com. That's newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM.
We're trying to make business moves, Sarah. Who knows? We're making moves. I don't know if they're money moves.
Making money moves, like Cardi B said.
Yeah. They're taking my money.
We've got no money moves.
Yeah. I am a button pusher, Shannon. Good. That is a good quality I've got.
He pushes my buttons.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what she said, Belle, for anybody new to the show. We just ring those whenever we have a that's what she said moment.
What are we doing this next segment?
This your show?
No.
This your show.
Last week, I can't remember. Did we talk about... I can't remember if we talked about it on air or if I just was talking about it with you. But did we talk about that video I did at the rec center pool and some of the comments?
I don't remember if we talked about that on air or not. At one point we talked about it on air, but you said there was new comments on it or something. I don't know if we talked about that on air.
Well, I'm going to tell it again.
It's a little Toby Keith coming back. A little Toby Keith on the bump.
Whatever happened to that kid?
He's like all the middle schoolers I knew that were all grabbed up on their women, and he's in jail somewhere.
I'm gonna search him on Facebook right now and see what he's up to.
And then you're gonna pop up in the friends you may know tomorrow. You can't be searching people like that. Tomorrow, there you're gonna be right there, friends you may know.
He may know me.
He's like, that's that crazy girl my mama said get away from.
Probably right.
His mom was probably chaperoning the dance and ran somebody over to get you off him. Can you imagine chaperoning a dance and seeing some girl just all up on your 8th grade boy?
No.
Okay.
Last I checked, he did parkour.
Oh.
Like he was
into that.
very good at it.
It's one of those things I don't understand, but I mean, to each their own.
I don't understand it, but to watch somebody do
it's impressive.
There must their hand.
No, they got to be very strong.
Stuff.
No, there's talent involved. I just am like
Spider-Man.
But I guess I'm like, well, but why do you do that with your free time? Like, do you get paid? Is there money?
That's what I think about runners.
Well,
why are you doing?
Do that for exercise and heart health.
That parkour is exercise.
Yeah.
It's fun. I don't have gout.
She's got gout. She's got the gout.
All right, trivia. You asked for it, you got it. My laundry. Nope, that's not my laundry detergent.
James said the cardinals in my backyard right now are so plump. I don't see how they can even fly. Yeah. I start this time of year when I start seeing fat birds fly up near my house, I get a little anxious because they'll come up there and start putting nests on my back porch. And they'll fly up we got fake plants on the wall on the back porch, and they'll just put nests in there. You run them out and they'll put another nest, and they don't care. And last thing I want is baby birds drowning in my pool in the springs. That's when they're gonna hop out of there and they're gonna hop over and drown in the pool. I can find them in the skimmer. That's a fun little experience we get there.
What is the largest reptile in the world? Largest reptile?
Alligator? Crocodile?
A saltwater crocodile.
Crocodiles are dinosaurs. Could you ever think about if dinosaurs were still here, could we coexist with them? We have guns. Would we ever have progressed to the point where we had guns? If there were dinosaurs around when humans were around, whether they just ate them all?
Yeah.
Trey said they're easier to catch when they drown. That's true. That is certainly true. I just hate digging dead stuff out of the pool.
Oh, it's
rats, moles. They get a lot of moles.
The rats, their fur.
Or not rats, but mice.
Field mice, where live in a field.
Yeah, and we get a lot of moles.
The fur
too.
comes off.
Yeah. I don't know why mice and moles end up in the pool.
What year was the moon landing?
In the 60s, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't remember. A little before my time. Y'all debate that. No, Holly does not clean the pool. I clean the pool.
I brush it.
She brushes it, but I
brush the pool. I don't empty the baskets. I don't do dead things.
I don't know if you can find. It's got to be one of the better sing-along songs, right? I mean, you ever hear that on the radio? Be like, "Oh, I'm gonna change it."
No.
You're gonna stick around. You're gonna sing this.
Turn it up.
You're gonna turn it up. You're gonna turn it up. Got music video.
I should have been a
What were you saying over there?
Cowboys. That's where it's at.
Well, you didn't get one of those.
I'd like to see you ride, man, buddy. If I could see you riding a horse, like a pair of boots and jeans.
Oh,
I'd like to see that. You know.
Hey, I bet you would. It's not going to happen. You're not. That's nothing you're going to see.
Why? Valentine's is coming up. Let's go.
Nothing sounds less fun than riding a horse in the cold.
Okay.
Just
in the spring, we need to get you on a horse somewhere.
Let's get you on a horse.
I'd like to see it.
Well, get you on a horse.
I can't because I'm watching you on your horse.
No, you can ride with me. You ride your horse right next to me.
They can smell fear.
I know, and that's why I'm not getting on one. I've ridden a horse. I'm just not a big fan. I've ridden a horse more than once. I get nervous every time, and you're right, they can smell it. One of them took off running with me and would not listen to me, would not stop, just kept going. And I think I wasn't forceful enough with him, like I was a little younger.
Is it one of your grandpa's horses?
Yeah. And he took off running straight at the pond, just full sprint right at the water. And I was like, he's going to run into the water. It got to the pond and he just like threw on the brakes like he was trying to throw me into that water. Like he was like, watch this, guys. This one's an idiot. But I hung on. But like I've been trying to stop him. But I don't think I was, forceful enough. Yeah, I don't think I was. But I was like, I don't know how I can pull any harder on that thing. But I was trying.
Your grandpa loved riding horses.
Oh yeah, that was his thing. He'd be out riding around all over the place. So I just never could. I helped him train some horses in the summertime. But I mean, I wasn't doing much. I was just kind of there to help do some random things he needed help with. I wasn't really doing anything, but just not my thing. But those were babies. Those were colts. Like I felt like I could handle one of those. And they got a little sideways with me,
They say that horses are very intuitive, very smart, can pick up on things.
I think they are.
But then I see movies and shows where like people are kicked in the head by a horse or trampled by one.
They did it on purpose.
And so I'm like,
no, I mean, they can hurt you. They're big.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to be around them much. I like to pet a horse on the other side of the fence. I'll feed them apples. I just don't want to be on top of a horse if I can help it.
Shannon says, I have a Tom Hanks autograph astronaut pin from HBO.
Where do you get this stuff?
That's random. Was it because I asked about the moon landing?
We're talking about the moon landing.
Okay.
During the break, we were talking about the moon landing, and I think that's where that has gone to. Trey said I'd rather see him on the bull in downtown Gatlinburg.
What bull?
I don't know.
Is there a mechanical bull?
A mechanical bull or something? I'm not doing that either. I try to avoid things that are going to hurt, that could hurt me
or
physically.
Embarrass you.
Or embarrass me. But as I get older, it's hurt because I don't want to be out of work or be down or unable to carry my things. Or like after I got pneumonia, I couldn't work out for weeks and weeks. And I went and lifted this past Saturday for the first time in almost 5 weeks, and everything hurts. I lost apparently a lot of muscle during that time. And I'm trying to get more regular now, and I'm just a little too busy. But
oh, good. This is the part of the show where Josh gets to tell everybody he lifts weights.
No,
and exercises.
I don't though.
Please tell us about your workout
routine.
Do
you have a plan for the segment?
Yeah, our plan is to talk about Josh.
No, whatever you got planned. I'm no longer talking. It's because you don't have anything.
Last week, not last week. A while back, I went to a swim meet. It was senior night.
Oh, that was back like December something.
And I took a video. I don't know why. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't planned or anything, but I took a video of during the national anthem. Number one, the guy singing in the national anthem. I don't know who it was, but he nailed it. The acoustics in the rec center indoor pool were amazing.
Yeah.
Because it was awesome. Everybody had their hands on their heart down there around the pool. But then when you know how in our Manchester Rec Center indoor pool area up top,
it's overlooked by the weight room.
The glass and the weight room is up there, and so you can kind of see into the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of the guys lifting weights had stopped, walked to not really walked to the glass, but turned towards the glass, and they were standing, putting their hand on their heart while the national anthem was playing. Though that wasn't for them. They didn't
Right.
have to stop.
Exactly.
I just thought it was kind of cool that they did. For some reason, this has taken off on Facebook. It's got 830 likes.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, quite a few shares, lots of views. And then Denise gets on there and she's like, "What's your point?" That's what she commented. "What's your point?" Somebody said,
Denise,
"What's your point?"
they responded weeks later.
Yeah, it's been weeks.
Is this under the videos on our page, or I want to go back and try to find it so I can see it all. Oh, there it is. I found it. 134,000 views. Pretty good, right?
And somebody tried to explain it, said people in the weight room stopped and placed their hand over their heart to show respect. Yeah. They're trying to explain it to her. And she goes on further to say, I think Denise was confused about what?
I'm just looking at the picture on her profile there.
I think she was confused about what I was showcasing.
Okay.
She thought I was singling somebody out for not.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing that.
But I wasn't doing that. Everybody, from what I could tell, stopped and put their hand on their heart. And I zoomed in.
I still don't know why that's the comment that you make there. But whatever.
And she said, I don't see why the photographer felt the need to point out someone not stopping from the national anthem when they themselves are being disrespectful for videoing during the national anthem. And I'm like,
then everybody,
are you telling me you've never seen a picture of someone with their hand over their heart for the national anthem?
No, that's dumb.
Then everybody that doesn't stop during the national anthem, like photographers and whatever.
Every video of the national anthem on TV you see, I guess they're being disrespectful because somebody's having to do the video, somebody's doing the production. I mean, you want to show those things, and that's a dumb argument.
It's a dumb argument, I think.
I'm not even going to justify that with saying try to understand that. That's just, there's nothing there. It's a lack of intelligence. That's dumb. That's a dumb argument.
Trey says everybody respects the national anthem but the cameraman.
Right. It's just like, then how would you ever see the national anthem? But then they'll complain, well, why don't they show the national anthem on TV?
Sure be nice if they play the national anthem.
Yeah, they don't ever show the national anthem on TV no more. But then to show it, how do you think that happens? Do you think those are automatic robot cameras that are running those?
When I'm taking pictures during the national anthem at ball games, I do it quick.
Yeah. When I've been there, I've been that person who's taken those pictures before, and you try to be like a ninja. Like you try to be very quiet in your movements, and you try to draw a lot of attention, but there's some really good pictures there and tell really good stories. And I think there's nothing wrong with taking those pictures. That's just a dumb argument.
Brian says some people search for a negative in everything, and if you don't believe that, just go to the Manchester, Tennessee forum.
And just give it a reason.
The way folks are so quick to anger or need to tell other people what made them mad in town today is just whatever. I guess if that's you.
Heads up, don't go to the Burger Barn because they took 16 minutes to get my burger, and also it wasn't as hot as it's supposed to be. So just FYI. And I'm like, well, why did you tell the manager? Did you let them know? What is commenting here going to do? People do mess up. Things do go wrong. I'm not saying that your burger wasn't cold.
I'm thankful that I don't have somebody going behind me complaining every time I mess up, because it's you.
Yeah. No, it's not me. I'm just saying.
Going behind me?
No. I'm just saying there's plenty of people who run around complaining about what we do. I'm sure.
I'm saying I make so many mistakes during a day that it would be awful to think that every time I did something wrong or made a mistake or forgot something, that somebody went on Facebook complaining about it.
Yeah. But we've seen some of the complaints. We should read the complaints about us one day.
About us?
We should go dig those up.
Who complains about us?
There's some. I mean, there's not a ton, but there's some. I mean, I've seen some interesting ones. I mean, just they think they're gods and things like that. There's just some random ones out there that I've seen about from people.
That couldn't be
just,
any
I
further
know.
from the truth.
I know. You read them and you just kind of, okay, whatever. I'm a do not engage type of person. I'm not paying attention to that. They can be pretty funny.
I like to live by mind my own business. I'm a very, very mind my own business person. I've got enough on my plate. I'm not trying to get involved in anybody else's business. That would stress me out too much. And so when I feel like people are trying to draw attention to my business, then I get a little irritated because I'm like, hey, I could go follow you around and point out all the stuff you do wrong, but
Dana says one lady went off on me and the attorney I suggested. She's talking about on the forum. She lost her mind. Yeah, and if you ask for suggestions, because people will do that a lot. They'll get on there and be like, "Hey, I need a good attorney for real estate, or I need a good attorney for criminal defense or divorce," and you comment, and then they're gonna give you I was just giving you my opinion, but they'll come back at you and be like, "No, I hate that person. I would never ever give," and I'm like, well, okay, you asked.
Shannon says, we'll call y'all out on live TV, not on the forum. We appreciate that.
That's exactly right.
Not live TV, but live.
Not
he
radio,
says, they say milk is good for your teeth, and so is minding your own business.
Jessica says the Manchester Forum is something else. Mostly complainers. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating because it could be used for so much good. Because there's like 40,000 members on there. Like you could do so much good in that forum. But if you post like good news and good things happening or an event that's good for the community or whatever, it doesn't get a lot of traction. Like it might get a few comments.
Not
but buddy, when somebody gets on there and is like, I hate this business because of XYZ, here they come. Some people defending it, some people not. But it'll be hundreds and hundreds of comments.
If the comment or the complaint, let me see how I want to put this.
I don't think that's unique to the forum. I think that's just people's nature.
It's just, yeah,
people,
I agree.
It's the same on our page, for the most part. People will share, but usually when it's the more controversial things, they get more interaction, especially in the news world. You could post a good news story about, man saves,
kitten.
Yeah. Now, if it's a kitten, it'll get more attention. If it's animals, they like animals.
Animal stories do.
Yeah. Man saves child from being hit by a bus. It's like, oh yeah, well, where were the parents at? Well, but there was not a lot of comments. But if it's like man saves kitten, from truck engine, loses hand in process or something, then I get hundreds of comments.
If a business is just opening up, new business, just opening up, first week, I don't understand the point of going on social media and blasting them. Look, if you went several times and had a horrible experience every time, and on your own personal page you want to say, I've been here several times and I just don't like it, that's your own business. That's probably not something I would do because
why? Because why?
Yeah. I'm not.
What's the point?
Do you want that business to shut down? I don't.
Yeah.
I want them to get better. I want them
Their
to
excuse
do better.
back is, I'm just trying to let everybody know. I think everybody should know.
People find out for themselves.
Yeah, maybe,
I know
maybe
people
don't
don't want to
it.
waste money, but you may not like it.
Yeah.
But somebody might.
Look, if you walked in and you saw a possum eating off the food bar,
let me know.
Yeah, then let us know. Otherwise, it's the food.
If you took too long to get a refill
I don't
on
want to
your
know
drink,
about it.
Whatever.
But I do want to know about the possum. If that's
Please
a thing.
tell us if you see a possum.
All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage, here till 8:30.
Are you dreaming of a home to call your own or looking to refinance? Look no further than New Haven Mortgage, your local mortgage experts right here in southern Middle Tennessee, to guide you.
I think a solid show today, Holly.
It was all right.
I said solid. I didn't say it's the best we've ever done. I just said solid work. Solid work. Well done. Yeah, I know. A lot of complaining. A lot of pot stirring. We deal with people like that. They just like to stir shit up.
I'm not a pot stirrer.
I will troll sometimes, though. That's pretty fun. There's a difference in stirring the pot and trolling, right? Because I feel like there's a difference.
I feel like trolling is the thing you do to the pot
So
stirrers.
the pot stirrer. It's like, here's the answer back to that. Watch this. Like yesterday, we posted some school closings for today, which Coffee County is not closed, but we got some counties touching us that are closed today. Cannon, Grundy, Warren are all closed. So here comes a troll. Which Coffee County schools are closed? And somebody responds, says none, they're open. And then he responds, but which ones? And people are responding to him as if he's serious, like he's trolling them.
That's
hard.
funny.
I think that's funny.
But that's
not stirring the pot. That's just
yeah.
trolling.
Trey said, while I appreciate an honest review, I still want the opportunity to form my own opinion.
A lot of people don't even, they won't go somewhere based on something somebody else said. Like, I'm like, it's kind of, to me, it's like if you don't know me, like if we've never even met, ever, and somebody else talks trash about me to you, and you form an opinion on me based on that, then you're a loser. Like get to know me yourself. You have no clue, right?
And I think that happens.
And it does happen. It's like, well, my friend Jim Bob said he's a real loser, and he does this and this and this. So I don't like that person. So you
associate that with him being a loser.
And I'm like,
but it takes a big person to put that aside and say,
I'll form my own opinions. I don't know the guy.
Let's just see. Yeah. He's never done anything to me.
And that's kind of my general response, because there's people that I like that people will, I don't think intentionally, but they'll say things. And I'm like, oh, well, I've never had an issue with them.
Yeah.
And I won't get into an altercation, but I will say, well, I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've had that issue. I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
If it's somebody I'm really tight with, I'll defend them. I'll be like, well, no, that's just wrong. If $15 ruined your lunch experience, you should have kept your broke ass at the house. That's pretty solid right there.
If you don't have enough money to tip your wait staff well, don't go out to eat.
So many people don't tip. Hey, question about tipping, though. A new question. Do you tip on the tax?
No.
Like if your bill is $100 and then after tax it's $110, are you putting 18% on the 100 or 18% on the 110? I'm putting 18% on the 100.
Yeah, not.
I Googled it up and you kind of get a mixed review on it. It's kind of like it's acceptable to do it either way, kind of. I'm not tipping on the tax. I'm not tipping on the state's money.
My money.
That's my money. Yeah, I'm just curious. Some people may do that. Sometimes I do. I just get in a hurry. Usually it depends on how big the bill is. If it's a $30 bill and that's whatever, 18%. But if it's a $100 bill, it's like, well, what's the tax on this? All right, y'all. It's going to about do it for us today. Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, where down home cooking meets Southern hospitality. They're closed today, but they'll be back open tomorrow. Grab and go breakfast at 7 o'clock, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Full service breakfast on Saturday at 8 o'clock. But still, the bread and butter, if you will, the thing that makes it all go at the Mercantile is that lunch. It's that lunch line, cafeteria style, 11 to 2, Wednesday through Sunday. And you can get meats and twos, meats and threes, some delicious desserts up there. Talk to them at the Mercantile, 210 North Irwin Street in downtown Manchester. Y'all get on by and see them at the Mercantile. And find them on Facebook as well, Mercantile and Sweet Simplicity Bakery, or Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, I think is how they're in there. But give them a look, give them a follow, and they always post the menus there daily. That wraps it up for the morning show. Catch replays later on Apple, Spotify, or Google. Search for the morning show with Josh and Holly and join our tens of subscribers. Also, Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. You can rewatch the show and anytime you like. Thanks to Dr. Aaron Carmine with Carmine Family Dental in Deckard for making that happen. Coming up next, Swap and Shop. 9 o'clock, it's the Rick Burgess Show. 12 o'clock, Dan Bongino. 3 o'clock, Connecting Coffee County. 6 o'clock tonight's high school basketball. Morning show tomorrow will be radio only. It will be a radio only. We got basketball tonight, so no videos tomorrow. Studio B kind of day. You'll have a good rest of your day.
There's only one way to get the people to